Party people. What up, everybody? It's your girl. Welcome to China and welcome to my channel. And baby, we about to go ahead and get into this sweetie and get into this Quavo drama. I am a little bit late, but I come unscathed. Your girl had to go ahead and take a little bit of a break. So this is going to be pre-recorded. We got the live stream going. If we get some people in here, if we don't, we gonna get right into it. So we're gonna go ahead and break this Sweetie and Quavo drama down because it's been a lot of things going on and a lot of things that I wasn't necessarily fond of with what was happening with Sweetie and Quavo. Now they're starting to give Sweetie, social media, Twitter, Black Twitter, all that drama. Now everybody's starting to give Sweetie a hard time about her and Quavo's breaking up. It comes to find out, speculations, a lot of things have been going on that people are starting to say that Quavo did indeed cheat on Sweetie. Apparently, according, and I was watching Lovely T, a lot of people were saying on the Lovely T stream that I watched today that it had to do something going on with Bow Wow's alleged birthday party. So for those who do not know, Bow Wow, yes, Bow Wow, the old rapper, had a birthday party and Quavo and Drake helped him put it on in Houston. And according to some sources that Lovely T said, allegedly, Quavo was there with some girls, and the girls were similar to Taz Angels. Now, back in the day, for those who do not know, Taz Angels was a group of girls who would, be groupies and would have relations with rappers. They would be hired. They were more like high-end escorts, put it that way. So it's been alleged that that's kind of really why Quavo and Sweetie has broken up, allegedly, because we've seen that in the tweets that they were making that I'll get to a little bit later because I know we've all seen them. Speculations were coming out that it was a little bit more than just her not being the woman he thought she was, I shall say. So the first speculation was that Cardi B and Sweetie had an issue surrounding Super Bowl weekend. So Cardi B and Sweetie were supposed to be at the Super Bowl party with the Migos. You can see it was like Meek Mill, all the other little rappers, whatever. We're all hanging out. And people wanted to say, yo, was it a Sweetie and Cardi beef? Is this why Sweetie didn't show up? Quavo was there. Obviously, she goes everywhere with Quavo. That's her man. And everybody kind of had an issue with that. But comes to find out, they were probably broken up or, having a little bit of an issue during that time. The last time that they were spotted together before this was at Valentine's Day. If you remember, they had the flowers. She had the pretty green dress. That's the last time that Sweetie and Quavious, whomever, were together. So that was the last time that people saw. And then you know how messy people get on Twitter. Everybody wanted to see who was following, who was not, because we get into now this Respectfully Justin on Revolt TV podcast, which, promotes toxic men, as people say. My opinions on Justin LeBoy, for those who do not know, I believe he used to be like a football player, and now he has like a bunch of different commented memes on Instagram where it basically says all the things that guys want to talk about. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the first thing I want to talk about, y'all, was allegedly, according to MediaTakeout.com. Now, keep in mind, like Media Takeout, we have to really take this with a grain of salt. They're coming out to say today, before we even get to the Auntie T drama, before we get to that Quavo allegedly repoed Sweetie's Bentley. So for those who do not know, I believe it was for Sweetie's birthday, Quavo got Sweetie a Bentley. So let's go ahead and look at this on MTO.com. Now, again, this is very, very messy. Again, could very not be true, but this is just all alleged. So it says Migos rapper Quavo got back the $35,000 Bentley from his ex SAWEETIE in the wee hours of the morning. MTO spoke with a person close, I cannot speak, to the Migos star. So let's look at this. So, okay, it was for Christmas. So this is the picture of Sweetie here as we see. MTO says, Quavo's no dummy. The Bentley wasn't in her name. A friend claims that the Bentley was leased in Quavo's name and that the Migos rapper had to deal with the dealership and that he could for a fee in the lease early. Okay, whatever. So he had to get the lease. He can get the lease off early and just pay a little bit of cheddar cheese. But a friend claims that the Bentley was leased in Quavo's name and the Migos rapper had a deal with the dealership that he could for a fee in the lease early. and the dealership would repossess the car and let him out of the contract. And that's exactly what he did, according to a friend. Now, do I think that this could very much so be true? Yes, ma'am. What do y'all think? I think that this definitely could be true. I think that Quavo, for sure, I feel like he definitely strikes me as being that type of guy. No shade. I am not a man hater, but I definitely think that this is definitely on brand. I feel like people got in his ear and say, man, go ahead and take that back, man. She don't need it, man. Take it back, man. She don't need it, man. So I'm really sure that that probably happened. So this is the new news that is coming out today, is that people are saying that he repossessed the car. So now let's go ahead and get into some of the other accusations and things that have came out today that were involving Sweetie's auntie Witty and Quavo's sister. Now, I had no idea that Sweetie had a aunt by the name of Witty that is like fairly popular. She's like a model, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up her Instagram and share that with y'all as well, so we can go ahead and take a deep dive into this. Okay, Witty. So this is Sweetie's aunt. Witty, I just followed her on IG, the Playmaker Glam Guru. So she's the owner of Wallash. So let's look at this. Okay, so she has a luxury lash business company. This is Sweetie's auntie, I'm assuming on her daddy's side, on her black side. This is her aunt. So she's very cute. She's cute. The reason why I'm saying this, and we're going to talk about her, is because Quavo's sister come out to say that she was quiet for too long and she had some things that she wanted to air out about Sweetie. And then Witty, this auntie, comes out and really comes to Sweetie's defense, obviously. You can see Get Another One, Another Girl Anthem. You know, they do a lot of fashion shit. She works with Sweetie a lot. So this is her auntie. So now let's go ahead and talk about what the girls were saying. Let me go ahead and pull that up as well, because this started to get messier and messier. And I just feel like Quavo's sister just should have stayed out of it. She's just like, seems like very cloudy. And I'm like, girl, you know, Sweetie's auntie got her together, because you're not going to act like you don't like Sweetie, you know, all of a sudden now because her and Quavo broke up, which is fine. But I just felt like she could have just stayed out of it. Like the auntie said, she could have just stayed out of it. But you're not going to have somebody come out here and start talking crazy. And I feel like the auntie would be the perfect person. I thought this was just Sweetie's like normal through the way auntie. Like I didn't know that like Sweetie. Thank you, Sanjane. Thank you. I'm happy. It sounds good. Thank you. I'm happy that Sweetie's auntie, who had some popularity online, came out. A lot of people say that Quavo maybe had his sister come out and make a tweet, but as we see on Hot New Hip Hop, the couple has been broken up. But I want to go ahead and get down here to these tweets. So let's look right here. So this is from Migo Shariah, whatever, Quavo's sister. She comes out and she wants to go ahead and start talking some shit about Sweetie. So she says this: I have been quiet long enough. I see how turning into a bash fest towards my brothers, and then about that. For those who do not know, for the Migos yesterday, it was very funny. A lot of people were calling them the cheater girls, the cheetah boys. You know, it was a lot of memes, a lot of funny stuff coming out. So that was that drama. She says, I've been quiet for long enough. I see how it's turning to a bash fest towards my brothers. That ain't about to happen. And none of y'all know how Sweetie, y'all don't know Sweetie in real life. And it ain't good at all. So I think that really what she's alluding to here is, you know, a lot of people say that Sweetie got a bad attitude. A lot of people say that Sweetie be in drama. A lot of people say, you know, Sweetie stuck up. I feel like the Icy Girl is something that is, I don't know. I think it's like a brand. I think it's like iconic. I think it's cool. You know, she definitely doesn't serve us ratchet. She definitely serves us bad and bougie. Sweetie's a beautiful woman. So, you know, this has, when men cheat, let me just say this and my feelings on it, I don't think it has anything to do with beauty. Really, when it comes to the end of the day, anybody can get cheated on. And I know that even for myself. Nobody is safe at all. But anyway, now Witty, the auntie, comes out. Now, do we need Witty to start airing this MFR out? It's not going to be nice as half as old Shara. What she got to do, what she not going to do is speak ill of my niece. I get very disrespectful about mine. Since we sticking our nose in other people's business, they love you first, then they hate you. Talking about she been quiet for long enough. Girl, it ain't even been 24 hours. GTFOH. Get the F out of here. So with that being said, everybody's like, okay, Witty, go ahead, do your thing. Like, she kind of came for her. I'm going to go ahead and pull up these tweets, though, directly from Witty's Twitter, because it was very interesting that Quavo's sister did kind of get eaten up by her, because it was very funny. She ended up pulling out receipts of her unboxing Saweetie's, I believe, best friend. Like, I believe it was like her Galentine's packaging, and she was like hyping up Saweetie. But also, I'm just like, I kind of feel like, obviously, if she was dating her, this is her little sister-in-law, her brother's girlfriend, I feel like she would kind of have that respect for her, and Quavo's sister would, like, fuck with Saweetie during that time. But aside from that, I think that her loyalty still would lie to her brothers. I mean, am I wrong? I know people have brothers. At the end of the day, your loyalty is going to lie to your brother. So I think even though she did end up giving her, these gifts, and she was unboxing them from Saweetie, again, Quavo's sister, Witty still felt like, hold up, there's more. So they're showing this right here. This is his sister, basically, unboxing.
Sweetie! What? Okay, so the big reveal. Yeah, the big reveal. I'm about to open.
Okay, so that's Migo Shara, that's Migo Shara, as you can see, unboxing. Again, I said I feel like this was her little sister-in-law at that time, her, brother's girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. So I feel like she would have this loyalty towards her. She could have this loyalty and the same reaction at this point in the time. No, why would she? I feel like that's silly. I don't think she would have that for her. Then she also comes out and says, "This is you." Again, another picture of her that she pulled up receipts of her unboxing. It's funny. People can find all types of receipts. I just FaceTimed my sister and told her, "Thank you for these shoes. I love you, Sweetie. They're fire." But I still feel like, I'm like, that's that they were together at that point. So of course she's going to have that loyalty there. And again, her showing other snaps. Now let's get back to what Witty was saying. And listen, I wouldn't have spoken on this. It's they business. They business is they business. I stay TF out. But when sisters want to put themselves in the business, that's when it becomes my business. Everyone's saying, tell them whatever. So the little auntie back and forth, that was cute and all. I think Sweetie's auntie is very cute. I like her. I like her little style. The whole family is beautiful. So that's her auntie. But I would let me know what y'all think about that. I don't think that it was really off brand for Quavo's sister, Shara, whatever her name is, to come out and, show her loyalty to her brothers. I just think she shouldn't have commented on it at all. But I think at the end of the day, that receipt from Witty is like not that valid. I feel like it kind of cancels out, because it's like, obviously she's going to do that and thank her, because that's what she should do. And they're not together anymore. So I don't think she really should show her any loyalty or solidarity as a woman. Like, cut the BS. There's no solidarity there. Like, I'm not with it. I don't know. So that's that. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, because this is all the drama that has been going on, is the last thing between her and Justin Combs. So for those who do not know, Saweetie was on Respectfully. I Told You Justin, which was, again, this podcast on Revolt TV with a bunch of scrubs. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with y'all to go ahead and look at this little doozy day. And we're going to go ahead and go through this article and talk about her relationship with Justin Combs and her little bit of her dating history. So, Saweetie's dating history, her boyfriends, this is from Capital Extra. Not familiar with this website, but it was a little decent breakdown. Saweetie and Quavo, they broke up. Her comprehensive list of boyfriends, her and Quavo, as you know. Saweetie got sent a ice emoji. That's when she became the icy girl, glacier boy, the ice, the jewels, all that. Back in, I believe, 2018 is when they got together. Have they been together for 2 years? Wow, 3 years. Saweetie and Quavo have dated for 3 years until their March split in 2021. Quavo had previously revealed that he jumped in her Instagram DMs in 2018. That's a hot minute to shoot his shot with the Raptress with a reference to her hit single, Icy Girl. So he sent her a snowflake, and a nod's a reference to stir fry. Quavo hits back, "So you icy, I'm a glacier boy." Then she still replied, "We happening," and then the rest was history. What's happening? In December 2020, he was gifted with a rare, Saweetie gifted Quavo with a rare Richard Mille watch for $300,000. Again, these celebrities, this is like so crazy to me. I hope, Jesus Christ, that I get some money like this so I can like spend this money. But a Richard Mille, that's a lot of money, baby. $300,000. They already got $1 million of gifts. Saweetie was saying that, hey, even on the Justin LaVoy podcast or whatever, that she's gotten enough money to start a couple of businesses and get a couple of properties. So that means Quavo has been cheating on Sweetie and probably giving her $1 million at a time. People really do that. I'm like, how do y'all get all this money knowing that the Migos' career is dying? He should not be wasting his money on this, and he's not going to be serious. Also, the most popularity they've gotten on both of their interviews have been with their interview together with GQ. Let's not forget. So Quavo got a lot of clout as well from this on the off season of, this was Sweetie's year, to be honest. Justin Combs. So for those who do not know, Justin Combs is Diddy's son, P. Diddy's son. This is his real son. I checked with his mama. His mama looks a little weird, but her and Diddy did a decent job. This is him. Now, Sweetie has always been an icy girl, let me tell you. She has always been about her bag. She was dating him in UCLA when she was still in college. So keep in mind, Sweetie's a Cali girl. But you look here, she ain't got her booty. She got her boobies. This is like young face SAWEETIE. So this is before, she got on her little Fashion Nova. She wasn't rich by any means. Sweetie has always been beautiful. Sweetie reported to be dating Justin Combs, the son of music mogul Diddy, as I said, summer 2016, while she was still a student at Southern California University. It's unclear how long they dated. Neither party confirmed. Neither party broke up. Said who broke up, but allegedly it came out that Justin Combs cheated on her with his IG girl by the name of Aaliyah Petty. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up for y'all as well, so we can go ahead and look at this, because it was very interesting that a lot of people said that was a big reason why they broke up. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up again from Capital Extra, because they were having a little bit of tea on here. So shout out to Capital Extra. I've never heard of this website in my life, but they got a good little breakdown for this. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. I'm doing a lot of screen sharing, y'all, but I'm getting a little bit better. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Hit that subscribe button. I'm doing my thing. I'm coming back better than ever. Let's go ahead and see. So this is the girl that Justin Combs was with that apparently he left Sweetie for back in the day. This is her. I remember her from back in the day. She's a model, fitness enthusiast, romantically linked to Justin Combs. Justin Combs, his net worth, all this. Sweetie discusses threesomes with Justin Combs' ex in awkward interview. We all know that's where this came from. This is Justin Combs and his daddy. His mama, again, this is Diddy. He looks just like his mama and Diddy, honestly. In 2012, Justin received backlash from the media for accepting his scholarship at the University of California, Los Angeles, as his father could afford the $54,000 annual tuition. So it looks like they have met out at school or some sort. I'm pretty sure that's where they met. So again, his luxurious lifestyle, he got a Maybach. He's a hot boy. He don't make as much money as Quavo. He's 27. I did not know he's 27. He's from New York. That's Justin Combs. But they come down to who was his girlfriend, who was his lovely lady. He don't have no girl right now, but he's been linked to Dream Doll, Alexa Sky. He got with all the girls. I remember Winter, Dream Doll got into it over Justin Combs. We can talk about Justin Combs until the sun comes home. But I think that they did have history. Do I think that Sweetie, during this Respectfully Justin interview and the whole threesome drama, do I think that this was really something that was a big deal? No, but I think that they were probably off whenever she already agreed to do this interview, to be honest. So I don't really think that they really had anything really to savor at all anymore, for real. So with that being said, last but not least, we're going to go ahead and get into the backlash. A lot of people wanted to blame this on Sweetie. Quavo came out and said he wasn't the woman she thought she was, but it comes to find out he's been cheating with some type of models, allegedly, in Houston with Bow Wow and Drizzy Drake. So how can you deny that, right? On a good time with Bow Wow and Drake, okay? No. Anyway, I feel like people really came at Sweetie because of her attitude. I feel like that is on brand for her. Would I kick it with somebody like Sweetie? I mean, it's Sweetie, so heck yeah. But, I mean, she probably got an attitude. Is she bougie? Yes. Do I feel like that's on brand for her? Yes. Do I feel like she maybe needs to have a little bit of a better attitude sometimes? Yes, just to be professional. I'm really big about that. But, again, that's her brand. And Sweetie's not going to have an issue getting another man anyway. This is going to be Sweetie's summer, so we're not going to worry about her. But a lot of people wanted to say that she should have stayed with him for the money. She should have stayed with him for the clout or the popularity, or, cheating or infidelity is not that big of a deal. But to me, I think that is a huge deal. Sweetie came out in another interview and she's like, yo, listen, I really feel that no matter how much money a man has, you should break up with him if he's cheating and being infidelitous, whatever. I think that she's given him a lot of chances. He's a rapper, and you have to think about it. Whether women want Sweetie or not, whether women want Quavo or not, people are still going to try. Women are still going to try to come out of Quavo to get at Sweetie. Women have a lot of psychological issues. Women are jealous. Women are haters. So y'all not going to sit here and tell me, yo, everybody was super innocent when it came down to this, because I know everybody was not innocent when it came down to this. A lot of things went into, I'm sure, her making this decision for them not to be together anymore. But you just can't stay with somebody who's going to cheat on you, and no matter how much money they have, because you can always find somebody else who has more money or just as much money that would treat you right and not cheat. Not everybody with money has to cheat. I'm just saying. But I think Sweetie could have had a better attitude. I think that she could have had a better attitude. I'm sorry. I think her attitude on Justin LaVoy's show was a little bit wishy-washy. But I get it was with her ex. But again, this was agreed. She knew that he was going to be there. She knew that he was a co-host. So, I felt the tension with it. But I think that that's just really her brand. So for me, I'm not surprised by any of this. I'm not surprised that they're not together anymore. I think that after Twitter started to see that, he's been embarrassing her. And she really probably did find out that, he was messing with these girls, messing with these models, and enough is enough. He bought her watches, he bought her cars, he sent her millions of dollars. We've always seen them together, and she don't mess around about hers. I seen another video circulating of like this stripper that was a stripper at one of these clubs, and Sweetie was getting mad at the girls giving dances or whatever. People saying Sweetie's a hater, she's controlling, all this. Listen, somebody cheating on you that you really love, or someone betraying you, or someone making you feel insecure, no matter how beautiful you are, because we're humans, that will mess with you, and that will make you an evil person. That'll make you an evil bitch. So it's probably better that Sweetie got out of this relationship, honestly, y'all. That's just my feelings on it. I don't know. I wanted to talk about this because I feel like it was meant to be talked about. I don't feel like she should have got the backlash. I think it's very fair, especially Sweetie, to do that. And a lot of guys were circulating online, and Twitter was saying, like, don't you dump your man now because Sweetie did. If your man's cheating on you, whether he's broke or rich, you can find somebody broke or rich who won't cheat on you, or just stay with them until they do, and then you can dump them again. Life is a cycle. Relationships is a cycle. That's how I feel to me. That's how it feels to me. So I'm not going to hate on that. I'm not going to give anybody a hard time about that. It's just so funny that this became Sweetie's fault when she genuinely got cheated on. And she probably got cheated on a couple of times, let's be real. And they wanted to do all those Migos things, and the sister wanted to come to their defense. But hey, I think at this point, she probably did enough. I think that she could have had a better attitude, but what attitude is she supposed to have again when she's getting cheated on? So I see both sides of it. And I think she's been with them for a long time. But a woman will cheat over an emotional reason. I agree women will cheat over emotional reasons for sure. Men, I've watched enough podcasts now that I've studied that men will just cheat for when it's in front of you, not necessarily because they don't love you, whatever. Men are sexual creatures. But it hasn't came out, Milk Ryan, that, she's cheated on him. Women will definitely cheat on emotional reasons. But either way, cheating is cheating. It's just like when you lose your V card, technically, whether you're sucking or putting it down there, you're still not a V anymore. You're still not a virgin. So that's really how I look at it. I know this analogy was very funny, but I agree. I'm not deflecting that. I watch a lot of TV, and a lot of women say they cheat for emotional reasons, but should Sweetie have just continued to cheat on him? I don't think she should have just kept cheating on him. I think that Quavo is shit. Quavo, he's okay. Quavo will definitely give him another lady. Quavo maybe just checked out of the relationship, whatever. But at this point in time, he can be an eligible bachelor. That's very, very fair. I think they gave it enough try. I think a lot of the girls in the rap industry have had a lot of relationships. They have boyfriends now. A lot of women are in relationships with are fine, what you think about it, but I think still at the end of the day, this is going to make Sweetie's career skyrocket even more. Carolyn, why do guys get mad at women when women express their live experiences, then men play the victim? Yeah, I feel like this was a prime example because I feel like Sweetie is, a lot of guys really love Sweetie. A lot of women really like Sweetie. Sweetie is really respected out of here in these streets. She's beautiful. She's making a name for herself. People were hating on her rap, all this, but she kind of got it together this year and really, that's my best friend. She really became something. And even more so than Quavo, to be honest, and no shade. So I think that when people do see, this is a prime example of how some people just be bad seeds. Some people in these comments are just evil and they just be hating for no reason. I just feel like this, I'm not the woman. I'm not the woman. You're not the woman I thought you were for me, Carolyn. That's what really got me, because I'm just like, this man is really going to sit here and say, you're not the woman I thought you were. Whatever, maybe she cheated on him back. Who knows? But I promise you, and I can beg to differ, allegedly, that this had something to do with Quavo and his lifestyle. But it's expected. It's expected. Like, she's more than able to live her life, I agree, and do her own thing. But it upset me that she got so much backlash, and I could tell it was something up because I'm like, Sweetie hasn't posted any stories. Sweetie hasn't posted anything, and it's not about really the money at the end of the day. And I hope people really learn this lesson, that it's not about the money, because Sweetie had all the money in the world. She had one of the top rappers, whatever. It's still not enough. The money, you can have somebody with money, but when somebody can't spend time with you, when somebody's not there with you, it's still completely different. I will tell you now a little bit about my personal life. My partner has a very well-off job. He makes decent, great money, but do I see him a lot? No. Is he away a lot? Yes. Do you get to spend time together? Yes. Do I get nice things? Yes. I just went on a very nice vacation, but it still takes away when you don't have that time. It really gets to the point where you really love somebody. You would rather struggle, be with them, whatever, live in a box. Not me, but what you get what I'm saying? Just because you love somebody, so it's not all about those materialistic things. Like, at the end of the day, you can get a Bentley, but it still does not hurt that you're going to still worry. A Bentley, if she get the Bentley, she's still worrying when he go on tour, when he go out with different girls, is he being faithful? And that is just not worth it to me. It's not worth it to me. If it's worth it to y'all, then definitely let me know. But I think at the end of the day, this is not worth it to me. Why would it be worth it? Especially when you have all of the assets and all the things that Sweetie has as well. And then I hated that on Twitter, people were trying to say, like, don't you now leave your man because you can't find you a good guy. If you got a good guy with money and he's being unfaithful, then stay, this, that, and the third. That's not the practice that I preach. That's not what I look for. That's not what I'm talking about. Even on the things and on men platforms, red pill, whatever y'all want to call it, it's just irritating that that's how people look at it. So I don't know. She elevated him and helped him get his GED. Of course she did. She's a well-educated woman. Sweetie is very, very smart. That's what I'm saying. This is all calculated. Good point, Carolyn. Everything Sweetie does is calculated. When you go to college and you still have an education and you study the arts, let me tell you, it still makes a hell of a lot of a difference. It does. When you understand what you're doing, when you understand these contracts, when you understand all these things, I'm sure she did help him. And it's interesting now that you're not the person I thought you would be. That's what I'm saying. It's not about looks. It's not about stature. It's not about how much money you have as a woman. People are going to cheat with opportunity. And I'm sure Quavo loves her so much. I'm sure Quavo loves Sweetie very much. Not doubting that by any means. But when those girls are there and they're beautiful, it's like 5, 6, 7, 8 other Sweeties there that he's never seen before, walking around, and Drake like, hey, man, come through, bow wow, like, yo, man, what's up? You telling me that Quavo didn't go and touch on something? Are we going to act like that humans don't have flesh? So he should just go live his life then, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm not a man hater. I love men. I love Kevin Samuels. I say that. I didn't mean to say it. I love it. I don't care what people think about it. I like hearing all different people's opinions. I can't take in one person's opinion and then be a biased woman, which I'm understanding. So I get it. You have to think about it. All these beautiful, he had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19 Sweeties. He had Hennessy in his lips. He take a little sip, privacy on the door. He gonna make that shit. And she and her Bentley sitting at home texting him like, where you at? Where you at? What's going on? What's going on? But she's still supposed to stay because she got some money, right? I just don't agree with it. I'm just not with it. I don't know. Sweetie showed her true nature. She said she wants to have a so-called with 2 men. That's a train. I know Quavo felt some type of way. I think that, honestly, Milk Ryan, the Respectfully Justin, that came out a hot minute ago, and I'm sure that it was taped a couple weeks ago, and I'm almost positive that she was aware and they probably weren't together anymore. But also, I don't think that it's right and it's unfair that Sweetie, if your man, I look at it like this, if your man wants to have a three-way with two women and you, then a woman should be able to have it with two men, because that's not fair. And she didn't even want it. But she got their ass when it came down to it. And that's why that became a viral moment. I don't even think she wants to have one, Milk Ryan. She's already having issues, Milk Ryan, in her own relationship. So Sweetie don't want to bring no extra guys in or nobody. Come on, I'm not even with all that. She didn't want that in her true colors. This ain't nothing to do with true colors, brother. On top of that, she's been getting cheated on. So hecky no. Nobody's about that. You cutting up with that with Milk Ryan. I have to beg your differ. Listen, as I said, I ain't a man hater, but I don't really know what nature she really showed when she went on an interview and they saying he doing everything pleasing ya. He doing this, that, and the third for you. And that's just what should be expected, especially if the woman is doing her part. Now, it was Sweetie cooking and cleaning and paying the rent, and I don't know. Does he want her to? Probably not. He probably takes care of the bills and things like that, as a high value man should, as people say. But I don't think this has anything to do with her showing her true nature and Quavo getting upset and all those things. If you really look at the tea, and y'all go watch Lovely Tea Unfiltered, and Lovely Tea 2002 has 1 million subscribers and gets all the tea, it's already came out that this has been happening since Bow Wow's birthday party. So this has been a hot minute. So I think this Respectfully Justin, they probably weren't even together anymore. I think that's when Quavo unfollowed Sweetie. I think that's when he unfollowed her and this became public. But I don't think that was disrespectful when they prompted the question. Sweetie didn't sit there and say, I want to have all types of things coming towards me. She don't want no threesome. A lot of women don't want that. A lot of women don't have attraction to other women to think. And I think that's a big deal. Some people do not go that way. If you do, that's fine. People explore. But you just assume that a woman wants to have another woman in her bedroom, not just because it's another woman, not because you can touch on her, but who wants that? That wouldn't even if I was more sexually liberated than I am, if my partner came to me and is like, yo, I want to bring another girl in, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna hold you up, buddy. I can't even wrap my head around it because I don't like women like that. So I'm a cisgender heterosexual woman. So it's still like, what are y'all doing here? The same way the guys be like, that's weird. Boy, get out of here. It is weird. But that's people's prerogatives, and we're not going to hate on that at all. I mean, it is what it is. But I definitely think that the Sweetie hate train and all that was, not necessarily anything. I don't think that it was necessary to me. So people can agree to disagree, but I think that question was prompted. They knew what they were going to talk about. Justin LaBoy is extremely foul with some of the things he say. I follow him. I respect the hustle, but she knew what she was coming into. And that's, again, why that was a viral moment. But she had to go and switch that back on them. And I think you can't hate on that. You're just hating in general if you can't be like, okay, she switched that back. She don't want to have it. No way. So we're going to leave that at that. But let's go ahead and look at this alleged Bow Weezy birthday party that everybody was, kind of cutting up about because Quavo was there. Everybody was there. Let's go ahead and look at this, because this was when the Scary Hours came out with Drizzy Drake. Let's go ahead and look at this. Oh, this is interesting. Quavo hits studio with anger and Offset drops Migos Culture 3 teaser. Interesting. So yes, I think this is definitely going to be good for the Migos. I think it's going to definitely. This situation is reminding me of Sierra and Future. This situation is reminding me of Sierra and Future. T.I., some of the rappers were talking about Sierra now, what God did for her. Quavo, watch your back. Gabriel Union will pull up. I know, for real, right? That is. I definitely feel that, Carolyn. It's funny because we really see this happening, and it's just history repeating itself. You know, you just got to get out of these situations. And the lifestyle, I think the lifestyle is very intriguing, but I also think once the women honestly become more established, then it's kind of like, I don't really need that. You know, I don't really need that anymore. And I think if we're talking about hypergamy and women dating up and men being providers for women, if that's your prerogative, which there are in a hypergamous relationship. If you don't know what hypergamy is, it's the act of dating up, dating someone who has more than you in social status, money, all those things. But now they kind of became even, and she probably was bringing in some cheddar cheese as well. So let's go ahead and pull up this thing with Mr. Quatavius. What's his name? Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I'm on my way to 800 subscribers. Your girl is coming up in the world, ain't she? I appreciate everyone being here. Hit that thumbs up button for your girl. I love y'all so much. Let's look at this. This just came out at 5:28, and this is on hiphopdx.com. Sweetie's very public split became a dominating headliner. Quavo hits the studio with anger, and Offset drops the Culture 3 teaser. As fans in the media decode the best friend's rapper, Take Care tweet. This is so funny because y'all know I didn't even talk about this, but this meme right here is so funny. Sweetie really said take care to Quavo, and they hit her with the take care. I feel like if guys feel some type of way about this, honestly, then y'all are just really haters. This is some simp behavior. Honestly, this was like very funny. Sweetie didn't really do nothing too bad, y'all. Everybody else is defending her. She's not even talking about it. After opting to playing the game and responding to Sweetie on Twitter, a seemingly incensed Quavo decided to reply in studio as well. On Saturday, March 20th, he took to his Instagram stories to share a photo of the microphone pop filter combo accompanied with a fuming emoji. So he's saying he's getting into it. And Academics posted that. His Migos brother Offset also decided to play chess with the situation by giving fans a long-awaited audio taste of the forthcoming project. Let's look at this. What they doing with this?
Oh, nigga, he ain't even from the town, nigga. He by the years, fast and the furious. Gripping my man, watch the rear of the mirror. But guess on my neck, on the lid, I'm superior. 250 each year, what you say, I can't hear. Shoot dashes, my prices, they lower than Sears. She right the speed it up by the gear. Dropped out of school cause I didn't want to hear. I was thinking about making an M every period. Got my shit off the block.
Okay, wait. Why was this Migos song so cold? Wait, whoa. Why was this snippet so hard? I'm not gonna lie, y'all. That snippet was kind of hard. Even though all the Migos music kind of sounded the same, whatever that was, I was like, I don't know. That just made me laugh, y'all, because that they were kind of spazzing on that. So it looks like the Migos are now coming out with new music. So shout out to the Migos, the Wegos, the Digos, the Dingos. So I'm with that. I think that's going to be very good for our hot boy summer. I think this is definitely going to be a good experience for everybody. It's very funny to me that now they want to drop all the music, but I'm with it. I'm not gonna hate on them dropping the music. I'm not gonna hate on it. Milk Ryan, you came with the mama. Take off, mama. With that being said, I'm with it. I like the Migos. I'm about to pull this back up so we can go ahead and see what other drama they're talking about on here. But this was pretty much what was going on today. They're gonna drop new music. I feel like whenever a guy gets upset in the studio, I know when I get upset, I rap sometimes. Check it out on my profile. I get in the studio, so I'm not surprised that they are in the stew, getting things done. Again, hit that subscribe button for your girl. I'm on my way to 500 sub. I said 500. Oh my God, am I on crack? I remember saying that. I'm on my way to 800 subscribers. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up for me. Okay. Is this the infamous party where Bow Wow got a random girl pregnant? Let me see. I don't believe so. This was literally Bow Wow's 33rd birthday party, and Lovely T literally just talked about this. And she just pulled it up. It was on YouTube, the real reason why they broke up. So I'm going to go ahead and look up Bow Wow's 33rd birthday. Let's see. Hennessy on my lips, take a little sip. 2021. I don't even keep up with Bow Wow, which is funny because it's like, who cares about like Bow Wow's, birthday? It's just like, it's just crazy. I don't, I'm just like, Oh, this party right here, y'all, rolling out. Bow Wow criticized for performing at a packed venue in Texas. Okay, so if y'all go, this is where this is coming from. This is where this is coming from. Let me go ahead and share my screen because this is some tea. All right, share with y'all. Share screen. Share, not share myself. Chrome. All right, Bow Wow criticized for performing at packed venue. He responds video. Bow Wow is ducking from incoming fire he's received after hosting a birthday party at a packed venue. Oh, this is some other Bow Wow stuff. Yeah. So Bow Wow has been in Houston, but I want to see what is the Bow Wow prig. Welcomes baby with Olivia Sky. Oh, interesting. So Bow Wow has a baby with a lady named Olivia Sky, but I'm not really seeing what the tea was when it comes to him and the girl having relations and having a baby. So let's look at this really quick. All right. Bow Wow, whose real name Shad Moss, welcomed his child with model Olivia Sky. Oh, so this is his baby. He rapped Shy asking about a brother. I don't know what to say. Again, y'all know he has a baby with Joy Chavez, who also has a baby. She's a dancer in LA, choreographer, excuse me. She also has a baby with Future too. So these girls really keep it coming. Oh my Lord. Yeah. Bow Wow is like a mess and a half and a mess within himself. So that Bow Wow tea is hot. He be doing all types of stuff. But I don't know, y'all. I guess we'll see. I'm about to wrap it. That's all I got to say about it. Does it make me happy? No. Was I rooting for the Icy Girl and Glacier Boy? Yes. But as all good things, they must end. Isn't that right, y'all? Isn't that right? So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, y'all. It's your girl, Welcome to China. I'm on my way to 800 subscribers. I'm so excited to have y'all here. And I'm having a good time. I'm going to look more into that Bow Wow tea and that drama because I'm not going to hold y'all. I was not hip to that. So, Carolyn, I already know we're going to talk about that. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. Yeah, so they got some stuff going on. Okay, with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everybody. And we'll get into this Bow Wow tea. Why don't we go ahead and mess with that next couple? I'll see you guys later. Let me know what you think about this, and bye-bye.